Please copy the equation onto your whiteboard, and I want you to put in the parentheses in order to make the statement true. Pause the video and press play when you're ready to go. Alright friends, you should have tried the parentheses every possible way. So if you try to put them here around 10 and 5, you would get 5 plus 3 equals 8. And that does not make the statement true. So where you should have put the parentheses is right here. Because 5 plus 3 equals 8. And if we complete the equation, 10 minus 8 equals 2. And that would be correct. Okay, erase. Let's try another one. Please put in the parentheses to make the statement true. When you're ready to check your work, press play. Your parentheses should have gone around 7 plus 3. 7 plus 3 equals 10. We always do the parenthesis first. 20 minus 10 equals 10. Statement is true. Erase your board. Let's try another one. Press pause. Please put the parenthesis in and press play to continue your work. Okay, you should have put the parentheses around 20 minus 7. 20 minus 7 equals 13. 13 plus 3 equals 16. Okay, erase your board. Let's try one more. Go ahead and copy the equation, put in the parenthesis to make the statement true. Press play when you're ready to check your work. Whoops. Let's go back. You should have put your parentheses around 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 equals 10. 10 times 4 equals 40. Okay, erase your board, and we're going to start a new problem. Okay, friends, for the next part, you will need the application problem in your workbook. Tear it out. If you need a clipboard, grab a clipboard, and let's begin our work. When you're ready, press play. Solve the following pairs of problems. Circle the pairs where both problems have the same answer. Okay, let's look at our first one. Remember, we always do the parenthesis first. 6 plus 4 is 10. 7 plus 10 equals 17. Let's try the next one. 7 plus 6 is 13. 13 plus 4 equals 17. Well, those are both the same answers, so you circle the whole problem. Then you go to number 2, and again, you do the parenthesis first, get both of your answers, circle them if they're the same. Pause your video and press play when you're ready to check your work. After you have checked your work, you may go on and continue the rest of the page. Press pause. When you're ready to check all of them, press play and check your work. Neither of these have the same answer. Keep on working. 2 times 5 is 10. 5, 2 times 5 is 10. 8 times 2 is 16. 4 times 4 is 16. 9 minus 5 is 4. Plus 3 is 7. 5 plus 3 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Oh, those are different. Times 5 is 40. Minus 4 is 36. 5 minus 4 is 1. 8 times 1 is 8. Okay, friends, once you have them all finished, I want you to look back at the circled problems and see why those were able to get the same answer even though we move the parentheses around. What's the same in these problems that is not the same in these problems? I'm hoping that you see when you keep the same operation, it does not matter where your parentheses are. Your answers will always be the same. But if the operation changes, like in 7 and 8, you have minus, then plus. It changes your answer where you put the parenthesis. Same with number 8. You have multiplication and then subtracting. And that changes our answer. So when you have different orders of operation, the parentheses is very important. But when the operation is the same throughout the problem, it doesn't matter where your parentheses are. You will always get the same answer. Okay, you may put that paper in the bin. When you come back, press play, and we will continue on. You will need your whiteboard. All right, we're going to try a difficult problem. 16 times 3 is a difficult problem for a third grader to solve. So let's simplify it. Write down all the factors that have a product of 16. What does that mean? That means tell me all the multiplication problems that will equal 16. Write them on your board, check, press pause and press play when you're ready to check your work. You should have thought of 4 times 4 equals 16 and 8 times 2 equals 16. So now what we're going to do is break apart this 16 and make more friendlier numbers for us to multiply to get this answer of 16 times 3. The way to do that is to replace the 16 with the friendlier factors. 8 times 2 we said equals 16. So we're going to replace the 16 with 8 times 2 and then continue our problem with times 3. But even the friendlier factors, I'm going to still end up having to multiply 16 times 3. Because if we multiply this, we'll get 16, and then we'll be stuck with the 16 times 3. So because we have the same order of operation, we can move our parentheses around to find the answer easier. Let's take a look. Let's replace the 16 with two other friendlier factors. 4 times 4 times 4 times 3. 4 times 4 are friendlier, but we're still getting the 16 times 3. So what can we do to solve this to make it easier? What if we move the parentheses? Where could we move the parentheses to make this easier? Think about it, write it on your board, and press play to begin. Okay, I'm hoping that you moved your parentheses to make it easier. Now we don't have to figure out 16 times 3. Now we have to figure out 12, because 4 times 3 is 12, times 4. 12 times 4 is easier. If you need your multiplication chart, go ahead and take a look. Press play when you're ready to begin. 4 times 12 equals 48. So 16 times 3 equals 48. Let's take a look at 15 times 3. Which is the easiest way to figure out 15 times 3? Here we have 15 times 3. Well, that's not easier. Here we have 15 times 3. Well, that's not easier. And 3 times 15 is also not easier. It's the same problem. Let's try on this side. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 times 3. Not so easy. Let's look at this one. 3 times 3. Oh, I know 3 times 3 equals 9. And then 9 times 5 is 45. That was easier. Now I know the answer to 15 times 3 is 45. And I knew that because I was able to move the parentheses around to friendlier numbers. Because when we have the same operation throughout the problem, we can move the parentheses where we want. So choice B was definitely easier. All right, friends, now we need to take out our problem set. Oh, I'm sorry, not problem set yet. First, we're going to finish this work. Let's replace 16 with friendlier factors. 8 times 2 times 3. What can I do to make this easier? Try on your whiteboard to move the parentheses around to see if it'll help you get the answer. Press play when you're ready to begin. I like 2 times 3. That's much easier. 2 times 3 equals 6. But don't forget, we still need to multiply it to 8. 8 times 6 equals 48. And that was much easier to figure out than 16 times 3. Let's try another one. Replace 16 with 2 friendlier factors. 4 times 4. Well, 4 times 4 is going to take us back to 16, and we'll be stuck with 16 times 3. So I want to move my parentheses around. Please go ahead and do that on your whiteboard and check with me when you're done. Again, this was easier for me. 4 times 3 equals 12. And then I need to bring down the 4 times and make it 4 times 12, which equals 48. Much friendlier and much easier to multiply than 16 times 3. Now it is time for your problem set. Use the array to complete the equation. I'm going to count the array and figure out what your answer is. For letter D, you are counting the small arrays within the big array to get these 2 points. So look at this as one array. What do we see?